dear student, how are you all? Hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. And you already know me. I am your ICT teacher, Shana Zaman. Today I am going to start another new lesson. Yes. I think all of you are ready with your textbook and classwork copy. And I am very much interested to ask you some questions from previous lesson. Hope you have learned the lesson, and as a student it is your responsibility to learn the lesson regularly, and as a teacher it is my responsibility that whatever you learn from the class to check this one. So get ready for giving question answer. What kind of software is LibreOffice? Can you guess what kind of software it is? Yes, it is a kind of application system software. Can you remember last class I told you there are two kinds of software. One is operating system software, another one is application system software. And coming question number 2, which one was the first internet worm? Which one? It is Morris worm. Number 3, how many kinds of malware are there? Yes, there are 3 kinds of malware. One is computer virus, number 2 computer worm, number 3 Trojan horse. So these 3 are the name of most identified malicious software. Next question 4, which malware spread out by the help of network? Yes, it is computer worm who can spread computer to computer, network to network. That is the I will tell you that is computer worm. Question number 5. When the number of malware started increasing? Why? Yes, that time you start using network, that is internet, the number of malware also start increasing. I think, my dear student, there is no confusion about previous class. All of you have learned the lesson properly, and you are learned the related question also. So let's start today's class, new lesson, and today we will discuss lesson 17. Get ready. My dear student, now see the definition of computer virus. We already know computer virus is a kind of malware. Yes, it's a kind of malware or malicious software that can be multiple and transmitted from one computer to another computer without the knowledge of user maximum time. So we know already the classification of computer virus, and now I am showing here the definition. It's a kind of malware, see once again, or malicious software that can be multiplied and transmitted from one computer to another computer. And whenever you will write the definition, must write the example. So take the example. So I give here some example. There is more example like brain, Vienna, ping pong, CHI, Anakonikova, Jerusalem, depressor worm, code red worm, etc. And in your textbook they give more example. I hope all of you will check this one and learn the example also, because these examples are also important for your MCQ. Okay, now I am going to tell you the functions of this computer virus. That means what are the harm done by this virus and what are the functions, how it spread. I will tell you detailed steps. Now see how computer virus affects the device. Yes, computer virus actually harm your device. How it can harm? What are the harmful effects of computer virus? You see, it is number 1, replication. That means it can make the copies of the same file. Number 2, reduce computer performance. That your computer can be slow, your computer can be reboot, okay, your computer can be freeze. So we can tell here that reduce computer performance. Then number 3, corrupted data. That means whenever you want to open your file, it just show you a message that you cannot open the file. That means your documents or file will be corrupted. Number 4, unusual browsing activities. Unusually, it will show the file is opening and closing. Many of the file will open and close at the same time. Then 5 number point, reducing speed. Yes, it helps to reduce the speed of your computer, and sometimes it also show that your memory is full, this type of function. So whenever we are using our device, our computer or our laptop, we should be careful and we have to carefully observe, is there any symptoms of this or not. And we have some misconceptions that spyware and adware can spread itself. No, spyware and adware, the name of the virus, cannot spread itself. My dear student, you know that virus can enter in your computer or your device the knowingly or unknowingly, maximum time without the knowledge of the user, and some of the virus try to draw your attention, that want to knock you that I'm here like this. And one virus named CIH attack every year April 26 April and format the hard disk of the computer, but nowadays it's totally inactive. So I think here you are clear about the computer virus, how it harm the computer. Okay, now I want to tell you the story of computer virus. See here, I try to show you the history of computer virus. So what it is? You see, 1949, one scientist named John von Neumann, he first time focused light on this type of program. What type of program? Yes, self-replicating program. Based on this self-replicating program, he can he tell that this is a kind of harmful software, but that time no name was given of this kind of replicating program. Later on, American computer scientist Frederick B. Cohen give the name of this harmful or self-replicating program as computer virus. Before that, actually, that 1949, after there was no name. And you know, 1970s, it was 70s, ARPANET is the name of first network. You know it is? Yes, I think you read it previous classes. ARPANET is the name of first computer network. That time, one virus named Creeper found in the network, and it was a self-replicating program. You know one thing I have to tell you, ARPANET used for the American defense. In the wartime, they communicate each other, they send documents with the help of this ARPANET. And in this ARPANET network, they search out one self-replicating program, that name is Creeper. For detecting and removing the Creeper, they have used another computer program, that name is Reaper. Actually, that time Reaper was not identified as antivirus. They are using this program only for removing the harmful program. But 1982, another virus came in the market. Its name is L-Cloner, and it was transferring data through floppy disks worldwide. Can you imagine how much during this type of software is? L-Cloner was spread out through floppy disk. Remember this one, because MCQ will come like this: how L-Cloner can spread out. So you can tell answer by floppy disk. Do not write here pen drive. Okay. And after that virus show its devastating nature in 1986, the name of the virus is Brain. Okay. And the Brain was exposed and created by two Pakistani brothers, and they exposed this one from Lahore, and this was the most dangerous virus that time, and it spread out very fast. Students, There are also many more dangerous viruses are there. Those are harmful for your computer. I told you previously, like Anaconda, Zerozolam, Marcangelo. Okay, these are the most common viruses. Those are very much harmful for our system. And nowadays you got many more new viruses, computer viruses in your computer. You know, these are also harmful. But we can take preventive measure against computer.
Malicious program or software which is loaded onto a user's computer without the user's knowledge. Computer virus also performs malicious actions and tries to access files and folders and do stuff which requires special permission. The term computer virus was first formally defined by Fred Cohen in 1983. Computer viruses never occur naturally. That means that people actually code and create computer viruses and then release them. However, their diffusion is not directly under human control. After entering, a computer virus attaches itself to another program in such a way that the execution of the host program triggers the action of the computer virus. For example, a computer virus might attach to an Excel file, and whenever the user executes the Excel file or opens it, the virus will start executing the host trigger action. This trigger action is actually malicious, and it can be something that duplicates and replicates the virus itself. It can self-replicate and insert itself onto other programs and files. For example, if you have an infected Excel file, opening it will actually spread the virus to other Excel files and other type of files usually. Besides replicating, a computer virus also has a program that actually destroys data. Some viruses start working as soon as their code is executed, while other lie dormant until a particular event as programmed gets initiated. So for example, a virus will start deleting and destroying data and copying data once it is executed, whereas another virus will actually lie down and wait for a trigger. So you might have a question, how are viruses spread and how you can safeguard yourself? Well, the answer is quite simple. Viruses spread when the software or documents that they are attached to are transferred from one computer to another. So for example, if your friend has an infected MP4 file or a movie, transferring it to your computer will infect your computer. You might also have a question, will my antivirus actually scan and detect these viruses? Well, actually, some viruses use different stealth strategies to avoid their detection from antivirus softwares. For example, some can infect files without increasing their size, while others can evade detection by killing the task associated with antivirus. Let's take an example. An Excel file's size will be increased if something is attached to it, or if some more data or more information is added to the file. Some viruses will avoid increasing the size, and another method of avoiding detection is by killing the antivirus itself. Many viruses come with a program which allows you to kill modern antivirus softwares. Usually viruses are created to work with popular antiviruses. For example, since Microsoft's virus removal tool is quite popular and even Avast is a leading antivirus, most viruses will be programmed to kill these antivirus.
Virus into two kinds. One is resident virus, another one is non-resident virus. So both are harmful, and the purpose of virus will be successful whenever user clicking on this file, and they can read the file, they can read the code also, though they are enter inside the system knowingly or unknowingly of the user. Let's see what is resident virus. Actually, resident virus is a kind of virus that take active groups and take a permanent shelter on the memory. whenever user clicking the file confidently, it become active. Yes, whenever user clicking the file, then it's showing its activities. In another case, non-resident virus is searching for active file, become vulnerable and leave the control on main program and become inactive. So that this way non-resident virus work, that after affecting and taking vulnerable shape, it leaving the control on the main program and become inactive. But in case of resident virus, it's never become inactive, never leave the memory. It take a permanent shelter, and whenever user using the file, it will just affect files. I think you got clear. Now I try to show you the difference between these two type of computer virus. See the difference between resident virus and non-resident virus. So number one, non-resident viruses are executable, whereas residents do not require any manual execution. Number two, non-resident lives within a computer's RAM. Yes, it taking shelter on the RAM, whereas resident can still be deployed within RAM but cannot stay there. Clear? It cannot stay there. And the last one I am telling that it is a module finder. Okay, we are telling non-resident is the module finder. So it can infect file once the module is executed. Whenever it executed one time, it will be counted. Whereas resident, this leads to corrupting files and documents. I think this difference will help you to know the viruses more, and you get a clear idea about two types of computer virus, resident virus and non-resident virus. Now we will discuss how you can get rid of this kind of malware. Students, we have learned about computer virus, their types, but yet not we have learned how we can get rid from malware. Yes, we get rid from malware by using antivirus. So what is antivirus? Antivirus is a kind of anti-malware, or is a kind of software that helps you to remove the virus. Not only remove, it can detect, it can be protect, and it can be remove the virus. Actually, all the antivirus cannot be remove all the virus, but it can remove all the malware, we are telling. And you know malware, that computer virus, worm and trojan. And most common antiviruses available in the market are Kaspersky, Norton, Avast, Panda. Yes, these are the most popular and available in the market. So if you want to prevent the virus attack, firstly you have to use computer for your computer, that is antivirus. I think you are clear about antivirus, and antivirus is not totally harmful. Okay, next one, it is regular upgrade. You are using antivirus program, but if you not upgraded your program, it will not effective, because viruses are upgraded maximum time regularly. So if your antivirus will not upgraded, it cannot identify, it cannot detect, and it cannot remove the viruses. So it is very much important to upgrade the anti-malware. And you know, last point, it is pattern of virus. So there is a question, you can tell me how antivirus can understand that it is a computer virus. Yes, antivirus can understand because a list of pattern of virus is kept in the antivirus, and it has been done after extensive research. The scientists are researching first the pattern of the virus. So how antivirus work that time? So whenever you start using antivirus program, it will match the pattern of the virus. So if this pattern match with any of the program, that program will identified as virus. But sometimes some of the YouTube programs also identified as the virus, isn't it? Yes, because they first search out the pattern that there is some similarities. If there is some similarities, big similarities, they are showing these are the virus. But actually these are very much useful program. Whenever you will write this type of question answer that how we can get rid of malware, obviously you will write answer in point. Then your answer will be more clear to your teacher. So we found here 3 points. One is use of antivirus. So here we have learned how you will use your antivirus and examples of antivirus. Then we are talking about regular upgrade of antivirus and pattern of virus. I think if we are following these 3 rules, we can remove computer virus from our device, that is computer and laptop. My dear student, we have already discussed all the points. Now I am going to give you some related questions. Take your copy and write the related questions. Students, see the related question and take your copy to write the question. And the questions are also very important for you. Number 1, what is computer virus? Write the harmful effects of virus. So already you know what is computer virus. Computer virus is a kind of malicious software that's harmful for your computer. And I gave you some of the points that is bad effect or how does it harm to your computer. Number 2, describe the types of computer virus. Yes, we know there are 2 kinds of computer virus, resident virus and non-resident virus. So, part by part you will describe 2 kinds. The last question, explain how we can get rid of malware. Already I have discussed this question. Okay, so you will write this question answer using points. Okay, and my dear student, I want to give you homework. And this 3-number question is your homework. Okay. It is your learn and write HW. I think you can prepare the answer clearly and correctly. And when you will make the answer, must write introduction and conclusion point. That will make your answer more proper. All the time actually I am telling you the same thing, but whenever I am checking the homework copy, I am not getting this one. Hope all of you follow the instruction. Now I am going to ask you some question from today's lesson. That you have learned the lesson, you are clear about the lesson or not, you are attending in the class or not. So this is actually feedback session. That one is very much important for my student. Let's give me the question answer. Students, see the question and try to give correct kaspersky. Number 1, tell some popular antivirus name. Guess? Yes, you can tell it is Kaspersky, Avast, Panda, Norton. These all are very much popular antivirus. Question number 2. What is the main drawback of antivirus? Yes, if you will not update your antivirus, it can't detect the virus. So, it's the main drawback of antivirus. Question number 3. Which virus take a permanent resident in the memory? Guess which one? Resident virus or non-resident virus? Yes, you are right. It is resident virus that take permanent shelter in the memory. Coming next question. Based on nature of working, how many kinds of virus are there? Very simple. There are 2 kinds of virus. And the last question, who gave the name of virus? You know, American computer scientist Frederick B. Cohen gave first time the name of self-replicating program as virus. Another question, actually who focused the light on the self-replicating program? Yes, it is John von Neumann. And you students are mixed up them, so do not mix up these two names. My dear student, we are now end of the class. I hope you are clear about today's lesson. After that, if you have any problem or any confusion, you can talk to your subject teacher or write in the comment section. So, about healthcare system, I want to tell you that you will stay home. During this situation, all of you take care your relatives and your families. Take care yourself. Stay safe. Allah.